Hello, I'm Nigel.
And I'm Anders. Welcome to the best tea. Yeah, it's a big claim, I know. We're going to name the best tea. Nigel, if you'll explain to our dear viewers exactly what we're talking about.
It's not the best.
Mm.
It's the best after a selected group. One of the other programs that we do is called The Review, and we've been reviewing lots and lots of different teas, and we've done a couple of leagues. We took the 5 top selling teas in the UK, and we did a little league, and they all played each other to see which one was the best. And coming up on your screen right now is the results.
Yeah, a beautifully curated table there. Yeah.
So as you can see, we had Tetley tea.
Yep.
Which actually came out joint top with Twining's Everyday Tea.
Yeah.
Both with 3 wins and 1 draw. And actually the draw was between them because you went for one and I went for the other.
That's right, we did. Yeah.
And we had PG Tips and Yorkshire also tying. I think we had a split decision between us then as well on that.
Yeah.
But you're unanimous. We were unanimous with the bottom tea, which was
the Leicester City of this league is Typhoon.
Yes, yeah.
Really
so they have it. So, but we've had these teas for a month or so now. So we decided to pick one each out of that amount, which we think is the best.
Yeah.
Anders, what have you gone with?
I went with Twinings.
Every
day.
I went with Tetley.
You did go with Tetley, did you?
Represents what we had at the top. That was the split.
Yeah.
And that's what I've got in my mug. I've got a mug of Tetley.
Yeah, I've got a mug of Twinings every day. And I'll tell you what, I picked it because I couldn't remember what it was like. I knew it was good. I've seen the tables, and well, we've been doing this for a while now, but we've done a lot with Tetley, beg your pardon, of late.
Yes.
And it's really seared in my mind how good it is, and it really is a banging tea.
Yeah, I must say there wasn't much between the top two. That there was nothing in it. Places 3 and 4, there was nothing in that either. Between PG Tips and Yorkshire, they're very, very different teas.
They are very different teas. We've said all along in this, Yorkshire absolutely kicks the butt of any tea you put against it.
I'd say if we're judging tea by its first 2 sips,
yeah,
Yorkshire would win every day,
every single time. But as soon as the heat starts to drop, nah. And yeah, that was a surprise to me.
PG Tips is the opposite way around. You start, it's a little bit watery, and as you get into the tea, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and as it cools, it's wonderful. And you end finishing wanting another cup.
Yeah, PG Tips, I'm not a huge fan of, just because it's bland and it's everywhere around. And yes, it is. It's a workhorse and it does a good job. But
yeah,
it depresses me, PG Tips, but not quite as much as Typhoon.
Yeah, but bearing in mind, PG Tips is the best-selling tea in the UK. But I think there is a bit of a split. PG Tips is less bitter than the other teas, and there is a genetic difference between men and women on bitterness receptors.
Yeah,
women have got a more acute reception on their tongue to bitterness. Well, that's why men drink more beer, because it takes a lot more bitterness for us to get the kick.
Yeah.
So that might be another reason why PG Tips it is better in the marketplace.
It could well be.
It might just be down to their advertising
and their price.
Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. It could be that. And then we yeah, the lame duck back
Typhoon.
down in fifth place, Typhoon.
And that has to be the biggest box. That's the only box of bloody. So we've got
Yeah.
another 70 programs to do Thai food tea before we
I think what you're going to have to do at some point, Nige, is send me down some more. And what I'll do is I'll surreptitiously drop them in at work. Because the place where I work does provide free tea and coffee.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the only way we can get rid of Typhoon. You know.
I should do that.
Yeah.
Now,
Go on.
yeah, so yeah, for me, Tetley, which if I'd looked at those teas before we started our odyssey of tea tasting, if I'd looked at those 5 teas, I would have thought Yorkshire and Twinings top 2 for me.
Me too.
Just on marketing, just on whatever, and what I thought. It shocked me how good the Tetley was.
It's a stonking tea, and within its own universe, it has other Tetley teas to compare to,
Yes,
and it does very well against those as well. So, yeah, it's a stonking cup of tea. But I think, if I remember correctly, we were split over Tetley versus Twinings, and I've stuck with what I decided, and you've stuck with what you've decided.
Yeah.
I think there's just something about the Twinings which is just a bit smoother, but it's hair's breadth.
So I've actually, we're going to do program 2 in this series, or the best. We're going to look at the next division teas, and but in our household, I've had a lot of the teas out, and we've been a few days on one tea, a few days. We've always got 2 or 3 of the boxes on the go.
Yeah,
and some have went down quicker. Tetley, I've got 1 tea bag left there now.
Have you really? Okay.
They went fairly rapid.
Okay.
Twinings, I had that out there for a while, and it got used a couple of times, and then it never really. But there was another tea that was next to it, which which will be revealed in the next program. So that probably that reinforced the Tetley thing there.
Yeah, that's fine. So there we go. There are the results, and I think what we've chosen
a bit inconclusive, really. Sorry.
Well, I don't know if it is inconclusive. There are 2 clear winners.
Yes, yeah.
Both are excellent teas, and if you can push to buy those, then do. But PG Tips is a good all rounder.
These were just the everyday teas.
These were the everyday.
There's all sorts we're going to be examining in the future.
Yeah. But yes.
So anyway,
there we are. Let's end it there.
Nigel and Anders, 2 top tips so far: Twinings Everyday Tea and Tetley Original.
Yeah. Right. Thank you for watching this resume of the best tea, in our eyes, of these selects. Yes. Until the next time, people, thanks a lot and good night.
Good night.